a
Sorry.
sorry.
Go ahead.
I put like blood, sweat, and tears. I did this project during Corona, the pandemic, when we was all in lockdown. Like, so now that it's out, I'm like, finally. So I'm more than excited.
Yeah, I mean, your delivery on there is coming strong. You have flow, you have cadence. I wanted to ask you, what was your inspiration going into the studio for this album, and what made you come up with the title that you did?
My inspiration really was, I just felt like, you know, when you just see, like, when you're in your own lane and everyone has their own lane as to what they do or their career in this, and you see people that's on top, or you see people that was like, obviously that's paved the way, and it's just like, it motivates me like crazy. Like when I see a girl going hard on Instagram and winning, I'd be like, whew, I just want that to be me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never look at it, oh my God, why her? Like, I look at it like I just want that to be me. Like, so
right.
When I see certain girls putting out projects and stuff like that, like, I'll be like, I gotta get in the studio and I gotta work hard and I got to make something that literally everybody is going to like. I mean, I'm gonna have naysayers and this and a third, but, and that's also part of the reason why I came up with the title SMD, because one, I'm from New York, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, all us girls and people in New York, just in period, be a little disrespectful. And, you know, the title stands for Suck My Dick. And it's so crazy because we were going back and forth when I came up with the name, me and my team. They were like, woo, you know, like, are you ready? People are going to be kind of like, this album title is a little disrespectful, but that's just how I felt, because I've had so many people like, whatever, she just an Instagram model, or she just rapping because it's a thing to do. So it's just like, if that's how y'all feel, then that's my energy. And I felt like how I came on this album is how I feel about my title. So it's just like, there you have it, SMD.
Yeah, I mean, what I could say from just like, I was like looking at your videos, your recent visuals, and it's like, yo, like she's staying consistent. I'm from New York too. I'm from Queens as well.
Period. Okay.
Also a Capricorn. So I feel you on that. Like, we don't get, it's not a jealousy. It's just like, oh, like, you know, it just makes you hungry. And it's like, yo, I gotta just be on it. Like, I gotta just keep going because it's gonna happen. What's for you is for you. What's, you know, what's for somebody else is for them. Nobody's gonna take what's for you. So I feel you. And I saw that, and I liked like the cosigns I see that you're getting, the support that you're getting within the industry.
Yes.
So we're going to get into that a little more, but what I want to ask is, how would you say that your sound is different from what else is out there?
I think that like the way I rap is just real, I wouldn't even say New York, because I feel like I got a universal sound, but I just come off like confident, hardcore. This is not something that is like, make sure you go in the studio, you got to do this over and over again so you sound good. Like, this is very natural for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I already came with a lifestyle that it wasn't easy. So when I rap, it's just like, it comes out of me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything that I'm, like the way that I put my emphasis into it, like, I don't know, I can't really describe what other girls' sounds are. I just know mine's is from my past and everything that, you know, when I go in the studio, I'm like, I gotta do this for my life, for my lifestyle. I gotta win. So when it comes out, it's just giving energy, hardcore, confidence. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. That's how I rap. I can't really compare the girls, but
I feel you. And so you've been consistently dropping music for what, since 2018, I would say?
Yes, definitely since 2018. But what's crazy is right before this project, I didn't drop nothing for the past 2 years, I think, like a year and a half.
Okay.
I think that out right before the pandemic hit. And then like during the whole 2020, I didn't I dropped one song actually on 3. And then this year I dropped 2 remixes. So this is like a big leap in my.
Considering just the little gap that you have, do you feel that you're underrated compared to other rappers?
I would say that. But I would say I just know in hip hop, it's like always like a rewritten story. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like music is one of the hardest things for me personally. I feel like music is one of the hardest things for people to actually elevate and get there. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get there, it's like a whole different world. So it's like them steps to get there is not going to be easy. So I respect that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't want nothing handed to me. I don't want people to be like, oh yeah, she has a lot of followers, so just put her on the front lines. Like, I want that grind, because when I get there, it's going to be bittersweet. You know what I'm saying? So I feel underrated, but I know how hard I work, and I know that I'm going to get there. You know what I'm saying? So
that's right. Yeah. That's right. So you were on Thotbox, which that, went viral because it was a collective of female rappers coming together, which, you don't really see that. And I will say we need more of those. And so what was that, what was that experience like working with some of your competitors?
It was dope energy. Actually, it made me like feel like I had to be on it, because I remember Hitmaka was like, he kind of hit me up about it, like, oh, I don't think he had it solidified yet. Like, I'm doing a female remix. If you got some fire shit, send it in. Here's the beat. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I did it, but I played around with it. I didn't really like actually do it yet, because I didn't know if he was really serious or this and the third. But then he actually posted like, oh, these are the people I'm putting on the song. And it was like 3 people that weren't even on the song. And I was just like, I gotta do this. I gotta be on this. And literally, I went to the studio that night. I texted him and I was like, I'm hopping on this. He was like, okay, send it through. I went to the studio and I literally did it and sent it in. And he was like, this shit is fire. I'm putting you on the record. I didn't really believe him at first, but then he sent me the whole of everything conglomerated together. And I was like, oh my God, this is so fire.
Yeah.
So I was just, think about it, that was like one of my first big steps in my career, period. So it's just like, just to be on a song with people that's already made music, made plaques, Young and May, Dreezy at the time, like, it's just like, that's dope for me.
Yeah. That was a whole moment. Like, it was like a new age ladies' night. So for you to be on that, girl, hats off. Now, we talked about Hitmaka, and you have this single out with Lit Bitch. Is it Lit Bitch with French?
It's Lit Bitch, yeah. It is.
And
yes.
You've worked with, a couple of like males in the industry, and I'm sure you're constantly kind of around them. How do you handle dudes who might try to, take it beyond being professional,
It's crazy, because I feel like, actually, Fivio and French are really like family to me. Like, Fivio is really like my brother, and French is really like my mentor. So working with them, obviously, it's like easy. Yeah. But when it comes to other men in the industry, because of my looks, me being in the industry for however long I have been, I feel like they still feel like I want to talk to this girl besides the music. You know what I'm saying? So then it goes from, yeah, we'll work. Then you actually get next to them and it's like, well, what's up with you though? And it's like, and now you get put in this awkward position, because it's just like, well, I don't know if I should be rude to you because I'm not going to be able to do the song, or should I just dub it? So all together, when I start getting that vibe, I just back up, because I don't know what to do from there on. You know what I'm saying? So it just be, I don't know. Hopefully it'll change soon, but
It will. I definitely think with your consistency, and like, I could tell that you take it serious, you know, so that's really what it's about.
Yes.
They're gonna give you the respect because, you know, you already just earn it. Now,
Yes.
we were talking earlier and you were even saying how, you know, you don't get jealous or feel no kind of way when you see some of your peers shining. With that
Yes.
being, with that being said, and you know, you've been featured on songs with them. With that being said, which particular female rappers do you feel are really on their game, or maybe they kind of put a more motivation in your back when you look at what they got going on?
Um, Definitely, I would definitely say, because I worked with Mulatto on Thotbox, I've seen her growth since then to now. Like, pew, and like she's a Capricorn like us. So that also like super motivating. Like I'd be like, oh yes, because that's gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm West Indian and I'm a big reggae fan. I love Shensia. Like, and just when she be just spitting and then she could go back to singing, like something about Shensia that be making me feel like, oh yes, let's do it for the West Indian girls. Like I gotta do it. So she's definitely motivating. Coyle Ray for sure. It's a lot. But these are people who grow within the past 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? So that's super motivating.
Of course, I love it. Now, you know, okay, I'm a blogger. I be on the blogs. When your stuff when your stuff does get posted, like a video clip, there's a lot of comparisons with Dream Doll. I know you guys are both from New York. You kind of have a similar look, a similar, like your voice. I wouldn't say it's a similar sound, but your voice kind of sounds the same when you rap. How do you feel about those comparisons?
I mean, if people feel like we sound the same, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't think so. I don't think we sound the same, but maybe.
Maybe, okay.
You're a person looking in. So if you feel that way, then something must be true. You know what I'm saying? Comparisons don't bother me. As long as we just all stay in our own lane and we all win, and there's no problem for me, you know?
Right. So how do you feel about the stigmas that surround models, dancers transitioning into rap? How do you feel about that?
See, I could understand why people would be like, this is a trend or this is something to do or she don't take this serious, because I see it for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I see girls from the club that I used to be like working with and they start rapping now. And I look at it like, girl, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I understand why people would look at it like that. But then you just gotta really know people's grind. Cause even before Cardi, you had somebody like Eve. Like she used to be a stripper. Nobody back then told her, oh girl, you was a dancer, now you can't rap. You know what I'm saying? Right. Cardi definitely all have a past. At the end of the day, if that was your, people have different ways of getting money. That's a thing to do. You know, you could have just stayed at home and then became a rapper, or you could have been working at a store and then became a rapper, or you could have been a dancer and became a rapper. Like people just, everybody has their own background. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I have to look at it like that. Like, it's not just, this is like, oh, I'm lit because I'm a stripper, now I want to be a rapper. People just have different choices of paths that they chose before they decided to do music. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like they coincide when you even think about, like, you know, if I'm dancing, I might want to just dance to my own shit. Like, you know, it's like, yes, you know, I watch Jocelyn's Cabaret. I love that show. And when seeing her get prepared for this cabaret, like, you know, in the past, like she would really get made fun of, like on the other reality shows she's been on when it comes to her music. But when you actually see her in her element, it brings her music to life in its own way, where it's like, oh, like, am I really rocking to this? Like, I like it. It sounds good. She's performing it well. I really think that you know, what you're saying, and shows like that. And when you stay consistent, it shows people like, no, I'm not, you know, even with the Cardi B's, it's like, I'm not just the box you're trying to put me in, and I'm serious about it, and I'm going to show you, but that it just takes time to turn people.
It does. I think the important part is consistency. That's when you show people that this wasn't just something I decided to do yesterday. This is like something I'm grinding after. You got to think about it. You know how many negative comments we get, how much hate, how much stick to being a stripper or a bartender. Like, that shit affects people. So for you to get over that hump and still keep going, you got to respect that. Like, people have to learn to respect that alone.
I agree. So now we're talking about dancers and certain looks and aesthetics. You're a Capricorn, so you keep it real. You've been very transparent about your appearance and any kind of work you've gotten done.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask you now, it's like become like a thing, you know, it's a wave. I don't know if people are using stimulus money. I don't know. But, you know, last week we just posted a picture, went viral, like a video clip. It's like a line of girls in the wheelchair waiting to get back to Atlanta from Dominican Republic. A lot more people are getting it. There's like, people are just kind of warning about the risk involved if you're, particularly where you're going, what doctors you're going to. It's becoming more of a thing now. It's like an influx of women, and even they're saying young girls when they're going to these doctor's offices and they're seeing a room full of like 18, 19-year-old girls to get BBLs, you know, because you've even said like, you know, it's all about your happiness and what you want. But how do you feel about the current wave? Do you feel like, are they going for their happiness, or is it maybe they're trying to follow a trend or a certain aesthetic?
I think for me, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I wasn't into surgery before. And I kind of went on a rant on Instagram about this because I always had a nice body. Like, I always said, I didn't have a huge butt, but I always had curves. God's always been after me. So I wasn't one of those girls that was like surgery. But I was a bartender, and I would work with other girls that was like this. You know what I'm saying? And it puts you in that predicament where now you got natural versus done up. But in a certain element, I might be overlooked because this girl over here got a fat ass and she got big boobs. And even though I'm natural, it's like she's getting all the attention. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm saying, oh, like, that's why I did it. But sometimes I do feel like girls feel more insecure about themselves because you do have other girls walking around looking like this. And I'm one of those people, like, if you are happy with your natural body, keep it. Like, there's no point of changing it. You know what I'm saying? But I do understand why girls would be like, oh, like, what is it gonna give? Like, maybe I need to get snatched. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like that's why. Now, for girls like 18, 19, you gotta give your bodies time to grow. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get my body done until I had my son. Like, I always contemplated it, but I wasn't like, I still was like, I don't know. I was still on that team natural thing. But then when I had my son, the reason why I really even did it is because when I had him, I ain't have no job. I ain't have nothing. And I had to get back making money, back in the game. So I'm back bartending, and I got a little chubby stomach, still got a booty, but it's kind of like,
right.
It's a little and I'm working with these girls who are perfect, literally perfect. So I just was like, I can't do this no more. Like, I gotta feel confident within myself. And maybe, yes, I should have gave it a little bit more time, but at that time, it drove me to the decision to get my body done. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why girls do it, and I understand why they don't. So
how did you prepare for like any risk involved? Like, did you like do research on the doctor you went to?
Yes.
Recommendations?
Yes, because I didn't know shit about shit. I didn't know nothing about nothing. And then when I got to my body, like, girls were doing it, but not like right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like a kept secret. I would ask the girls at the club. Nobody wanted to tell me their doctor. Everybody was like, oh, bitch, find it out on your own. So I literally was researching. It was this website called Real Self. I don't know. It tells you about all the doctors, like what people they've worked on, this and the third. So yeah.
That's good. No, at the end of the day, people are going to do what they want to do. And it's good that you're transparent and give advice, because a lot of people out here don't keep it real. And then it's like, you know, they're not really being real. Then you got these girls going into places with false hope. So
real.
So you have your Kitty Gang label, correct?
Yes.
So
yes.
I know you're on it, of course. Do you have, what's your future plans with the label? Do you want to bring on talent? What are your hopes with it?
I do. Once I get to where I want to be in my career, I want to sign producers. I want to sign DJs. I want to sign female rappers, male rappers, whoever's just fire and just has a story. I'm willing to add to my label. And when I get to the point where everybody's like, I want to be on Kitty Gang, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
it's gonna happen. That's what's up. So you work with, you know, I can tell that you are not shy with working with people. You know, you're pretty open, you know. Now, is there any possibility of a collab with like some of your fellow rappers like Lil Tjay or Ruby Rose?
Oh my God. You want to know something? Like, nobody knows, and I don't even care where this goes, but he has literally apologized to me every single day. Like, every single day. Like, every day. Like, and I've never been one of those people that's just like clout chasing this and the third. Oh, look what he said, or like he was capping the whole time. It's like, at the end of the day, if a man could be a man and come on the gram and say, yo, what I did was wrong, and let's just be cool, let bygones be bygones, I'm not opposed to working with nobody, even though what he did was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I'm a very like, if you show me that you cool and you're forgiving, I mean, and then you can be sorry, then I'm a forgiving person. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, if you guys actually did make amends and do a song together, I think a song about lying on your dick would be a great concept.
Well, girl, when we do it, I'm gonna give you a 10%.
Like that, I'm like, nobody's come out with a song like that. If you want to keep it real, like, come on now, don't apologize in private. And I mean, and there wasn't ever really like an issue with you and Ruby Rose, right? She kind of was just involved because of whatever. So, and you know, she's doing her thing too. So that would be cool if you two kind of got together, or even maybe y'all could do a song about that. Laying on it.
No,
right.
Oh, yeah.
So you actually kicked off this year with a bang. You you went viral on a United Airlines flight. What can you say about what happened? Like, what happened?
See, this is the reason why I stopped bartending in the first place, because it just comes with so much. If you think that female rap is a lot of drama, no, that nightlife life is mad drama. So like, I don't know, like before, if you would see like Cardi used to be like, I'm not even talking about such and such. I'm talking about beefs that I have in the streets. Like these are the things that happen before you get into this new lifestyle. You have people that you just have like, I'm not even gonna get into detail. It's just past history that me and a prior girl just had mad beef. We actually physically fought. We done multiple things, and it's one of those things. Like, I'm from New York, so we not like, I know LA girls is different, you know, maybe, but when you have beef with somebody, it's beef. It's not, when I see you, I'm gonna look the other way. Right. If it's on a plane, if it's in a grocery store, I could be a little bit more classy, but I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know. Like, right now we came to the conclusion, like, it hasn't been said to each other, but through other people, like, this shit is dumb because it don't make no sense to keep beefing, because every time we see each other, we got to fight, like every time.
Right.
But she kind of walked past me on a plane, and I was like, ugh, disgusted. Like, I just really wanted to get up right then and there, but I realized I was on a plane. A guy she was with kind of like looked at me, and I'm like, what are you looking at? She said something, I said something, drinks was flying. Too much.
It was
too much.
Girl, it's the video because it's a white girl on the plane. Mind you, it's like everybody's hungover. Like everybody was just lit. And the white girl's like, oh my God, they're fighting. And then you're like, give me my Birkin. Give me my Birkin. You can't make this up. You know, it's just like, that was priceless.
It was too much. It was so much. I even took that same clip that was going viral and put it on my song called Birkin on SMB. It's crazy. I know.
Girl, look, I think you have a good attitude about it. Like you are such a Capricorn because you're like, I'm gonna just go on here because everybody's trying to talk about me being a coach. Okay. It was, and you know how the flights are coming back around a holiday. So don't try to play me.
Yes. Like, I don't know. I'm one of the people I like a lot. When I see a lot of people commenting the same thing, I feel like I gotta address it. You know what? Let me explain to y'all what's going on. So I'll do better next time. No fighting on the airplane. If there's class seats, I'll sit in first class if that's what makes everybody happy. You know, I don't know.
And that's life. It's a journey of just like, okay, I gotta do better. I was at a Juneteenth party. Juneteenth, mind you. A girl gonna skip me in line for the bar. I had turned around just a second to say something to my friend. I turned back around. It's a whole girl in front of me. And then she got her boyfriend. So I'm just like, you know, but we Capricorn, right? And I'm just like, okay, I shouldn't say nothing. I know I shouldn't. But I'm purposely talking loud. Like, yeah, but she knows she skipped. You know, and I'm just like, okay, could have just turned into something. And I'm like, I know I should do better. I know I shouldn't say something, but I think that's our Capricorn energy. It's like, you know, whatever. We're gonna do better. We're gonna be better. So now you've been on reality TV. You and your mom turned it up on Miami. And I know you said things about like you weren't sure how it helped your career, if it did. So would you ever consider going back on reality television?
I would not do anybody else's TV show. But I do feel like when it's all said and done, my family, if we had our own TV show, because it's a lot of us. I got 2 sisters, I got 3 brothers, I got a little brother, I got my son, my mom, she's a whole TV show within herself. I really feel like a hang show would just be the most viral shit ever. And I personally would love to do that, but I would not do no other TV shows now.
Right. I second that. So let's get Zeus Network, reach out, get that.
Let's go.
Out. Yeah. Yes. let's get that Zeus bag. So now we've had such a good conversation, but I knew we would because you know we're Capricorns and you know.
Yeah.
My last question is just what is the next single off the album?
Oh, it's so many. I feel like every song is taking its own course because you have people that are like doing TikToks to give me that, and then you have people that are still streaming Top Bitch with me and Light Keisha, and then Lit Bitch is still rising.
Right.
Me personally, I would love to do a crazy video to Up and Down and give people some shockers. Like I just want to shock, like just straight up and down shock. So me personally, I'm gonna run with that. So
I like that. I like that. My suggestion is Summertime Vibe. When I was listening to the song, I was just vibing. Ride.
Oh, well, I got a surprise for you because we already shot a video to that. So that's already going. That's already going.
I was like, this needs to be the next single. It's perfect for summertime. Like it gave me that Eve, Alicia Keys, gangsta. Yeah. So what's the last things you want to leave us with before we go?
Is it on?
Yeah.
Nothing. I just want to shout out everyone who's been supporting me and showing me love. That is so big for me. And everybody just keep streaming SMD and Lit Bitch single. So we going up. That's it.
Yes, up and stuck. All right. Thank you so much for taking time out to speak to me. Keep going, keep up the grind, and keep shining.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Bye.